Hey, it's Norm from Tested.com, and for today's show and tell, I want to share with you a recent obsession of mine. I was recently walking through San Francisco's Japantown, and I saw these kits in the local bookstore. They're papercraft kits, scale model papercraft kits, and I couldn't resist buying them. So I bought a bunch of them, started assembling them, and wanted to share them with you. So this first set comes from a company called Sankei, and what they do is design these small papercraft kits. They're laser cut sheets of thick paper that you cut out. All you need is like a hobby knife, a cutting mat, some tweezers and some glue, and maybe a magnifying glass, and you can assemble it. The first one I made is this bicycle. So I think they call it an ordinary, and it's really simple to make. This one was really easy. Like, the instructions were in Japanese, but it was only 3 steps. I had to cut out the pedals and glue on the seat, and then attach it all together, and it stands up on its own. That was super simple. 1/8 scale, 1/35 scale actually. The next thing I made, also from Sankei, was a little more challenging, and this is 1/8 scale. This is a typewriter, and actually I got this case on eBay. It's a 4x4 display case, plastic case. I just bought like 16 of these. I could always find a use for these, and made a base out of foam core. Now you gotta realize that this typewriter came as 5 sheets of paper that I had to cut out individual pieces and then assemble it and then glue them and hold them together. Every single key on the typewriter has its own unique etching. So, you know, the QWERTY is exactly where the QWERTY are. You have the whole number row on top, and there's just so much little detail. The one last thing you need in addition to a cutting mat and a hobby knife or magnifying glass to make these: patience. Lots and lots of patience. And there are so many times I dropped the keys on the ground and had to hunt around, look for them. But this is a wonderful little kit. It's not perfect. The glue does show a little bit, but I'm very happy with this effort that I made. So I did these kits to build up for my next dive into Japanese hobby crafting, scale model paper crafting. And that's with a different company's kits, called Terada Moke, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. And this is the company from a Japanese architect designer named Naoki Terada. And he has these kits called his 1/100 scale architectural models. He likes to find this distinction between replica and models. Replicas are things that are substitutes for the original, like props, like the things that we sometimes make. But a model is something that captures the essence, one facet of the original, and scales it, and whether it's used as a scientific model or for, in this case, appreciating the aesthetics. And I love that it's still laser cut paper. This is just thin paper, and it's designed like injection molded plastics, laid out like injection molded plastic model kits. A bit of trivia: did you know that the frame around the injection molded plastic is called a sprue, actually? And here it's just paper, of course. I think I'm ready to dive into this. So in the near future, I have a bunch of these kits. They were sold in Japan. Now you can actually import them from Japan. A little pricey, but you cut out, and they have the people, you have bicycles, you have signs. This one is a food stall. On the back, you can see how you're supposed to fold the paper to create these little dioramas. I think I'm ready to dive into this. So I might do it as a live stream, as a weekend thing in the future, and see if I can get other people to join with me. I got 3 of these so far: the New York set, the food stall set, and the fish market set, which I think is my favorite because it has all the fish. It even has the wooden pallets that the fish lie on. It's my latest obsession, Japanese scale model papercrafts, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you. We'll be back next week with some more awesome things to show, different obsessions, different cool things. So stay tuned. I'm Norm from Tested. I'll see you next time.